What if the silence you're trying to understand was never meant to be understood at all? What if it was designed to pull you in, keep you guessing, and quietly take your power without you even noticing? Have you ever stared at your phone, rereading your last message, wondering, did I say something wrong? Are they upset? Or am I just overthinking? That confusion you feel isn't random. And when it comes to narcissistic behavior patterns, silence is rarely innocent. It's often strategic. Because here's the truth most people don't tell you. You should never have to chase someone for basic respect or attention. And yet, when someone starts pulling away without explanation, it creates a psychological loop that's hard to break. You don't just miss them. You start questioning yourself. Narcissists often ignore you on purpose. Not because they're too busy, not because they forgot, but because silence gives them something incredibly powerful: control over your emotional state. Think about it. When your messages go unanswered while they're clearly active elsewhere, what happens inside you? When eye contact disappears, when your presence feels invisible, when conversations turn into cold, one-word replies, it slowly chips away at your sense of worth. And the most unsettling part? It's subtle enough to make you doubt your own reality. Have you ever been mid-sentence and realized they weren't even listening, or worse, pretending not to hear you at all? That moment where your voice feels like it doesn't exist? That's not miscommunication. That's emotional dismissal. And then comes one of the most confusing patterns, the silent treatment. No closure, no explanation, just distance. You're left trying to fix something that was never clearly broken. And the longer it goes on, the more you feel pulled to apologize, even when you're not sure what you did. But ask yourself this: why do they suddenly go cold, only to return later like nothing happened? Why do they ignore your needs, but stay fully present for others? Why does their attention feel so selective? Because the goal isn't connection, it's control. It's about keeping you emotionally engaged while giving you just enough distance to feel unsettled. Close enough to watch, far enough to chase. And here's the red flag most people miss: when someone consistently ignores you while actively engaging with others, especially in visible ways like social media. It's not accidental. It's a quiet signal meant to make you feel replaceable, to trigger comparison, and to keep you questioning your value. So the real question is, how long do you keep trying to be seen by someone who benefits from making you feel invisible? At some point, clarity replaces confusion, and you begin to realize their silence was never about you lacking something. It was about them maintaining something: power. And maybe the most important shift happens right there, when you stop waiting, stop chasing, and start choosing distance over emotional exhaustion. Have you experienced this kind of silence before? What did it make you feel? And what helped you finally see it clearly? Share your thoughts below. Someone reading your story might finally feel understood. If this gave you a new perspective, take a second to like, subscribe, and stay with the channel TF. Because the more you understand these patterns, the less power they have over you. There's more ahead that might connect even deeper with what you've been going through. This content is for educational and awareness purposes only and reflects general behavioral patterns. It's not a substitute for professional advice or diagnosis.